My name's Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. I worked there for a decade. I've been in private practice for how long have I been? 41 years. I'm a Christian. I've been to seminary. I've been teaching biblical studies actually for 30 years. I have a Zoom class every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock right now. As of this date, we're in the book of Revelation 4 and 5 in the throne room of heaven. Anyway, more about what I do as a former agent. I worked the offer and compromise program. I taught the offer and compromise program. Peter of my office has worked over 3,500. He's a Christian as a supervisor. So I'm reaching out to you today to tell you a couple things. If you are going to hire a tax resolution company, you may want to give me a call first to have me look at what you're going to do, or have me work it. There's a lot of people ripping you off. If you're going to do this yourself, just let me give you a couple key tips. Find out if you're eligible. Most offers that get rejected, we find that the people were never eligible for the offer to start with. And even if you hire a company, they don't even know if you're eligible. There's an IRS offer tool called the IRS pre-qualifier tool that you can go through that. If you have enough equity and assets, don't file the offer. Here's a case. Someone owes $100,000 to IRS. They have $200,000 equity in their home. IRS is not going to accept that offer. If the sum total of your equity, by the way, real estate homestead is discounted 20%, exceeds that of the tax, IRS is not going to go ahead and accept your offer and compromise. You need to qualify first. Everyone just wants to go running off to settle their debt. Oh, I got to do this. I think this company can do this. That is the biggest bunch of crap in the world. Unless you're speaking to an attorney, a former agent, a CPA, or an enrolled agent, nobody else can represent you to the IRS. And if you're not one of, they're not one of those four people, you're talking generally 99% of the time to a salesperson. So remember, make sure your offer and compromise is qualified. You want to make sure all your tax returns are filed, and you want to make sure if you're a self-employed, if you have estimate payments that they're up to date, or IRS isn't going to accept those. We've filed a lot of offers and looked at a lot of offers. We're experts in this, and if you're a Christian, some of the things I know that are weighing on your heart is this debt. The Holy Spirit, I call it, has Holy Spirit sandpaper rubbing against you. So anyway, we only do larger cases over 50, 60, 70,000 to millions of dollars. We don't do the smaller cases. We have a really professional team, but I just remember the tips. You have to be speaking to a professional who's licensed to practice in front of IRS. Make sure all your tax returns are filed, and make sure you know the formula. You can't give any less than what the equity and value in your assets are. And the last thing I want to tell you, IRS has what's called a national standard expense, that they're going to take your expenses out and put theirs in. So no matter what you put down, IRS is going to insert theirs in four categories: food and clothing, housing and utilities, car payments, and car expenses. So you need to look those up if you're doing this themselves. If you want me to do your offer, just call me. Go here. By the way, I pray for all my clients, whether they're Christians or not. I say a prayer with them just because the Lord leads me, and that's part of my ministry. Thank you for listening today. Give me a subscription. I appreciate your time.